federal judge has just overturned ICE's no-bond policy. Thousands of detained non-criminal immigrants may now regain the right to fight for release. Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel, Just Immigration News. Federal judge restores bond hearings for non-criminal immigrants detained by ICE, major shift in U.S. detention policy. A landmark federal court breakthrough in California. A powerful federal court decision in Maldonado Bautista versus Ernesto Santacruz Jr. et al. In the Central District of California has ignited renewed optimism for undocumented immigrants with no criminal history who are detained by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. The case, decided by federal judge Honorable Judge Sunshine Sykes, directly challenges restrictive detention practices that had severely limited access to bond hearings. For months, policies introduced under the Trump administration reshaped detention standards in ways critics described as harsh and sweeping. Many undocumented individuals arrested by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement were effectively blocked from even requesting release on bond, regardless of their clean records or long-term residence in the United States. Now, that landscape has shifted. What changed under the 2025 ICE policy? In 2025, ICE adopted a controversial approach that categorized a broad range of undocumented immigrants as subject to mandatory detention. This meant no bond hearing before an immigration judge, even for individuals who had lived in the country for years without any criminal convictions. This sweeping interpretation extended beyond traditional applications of mandatory detention. Long-term residents arrested in interior enforcement operations were suddenly treated as ineligible for bond. Immigrant advocacy organizations, including the National Immigration Law Center, challenged this policy in court, arguing it contradicted long-standing immigration law and established judicial precedent. The federal district court agreed. Judge Sykes vacated the legal foundation ICE had relied upon to deny bond hearings and ordered immigration authorities to comply with traditional legal standards. The ruling restores bond hearing access nationwide for individuals covered under the class action. Why this decision matters for non-criminal immigrants? Historically, undocumented immigrants without disqualifying criminal convictions and who were not considered flight risks could request a bond hearing while their removal proceedings were pending. At these hearings, immigration judges evaluate factors such as family ties, employment history, length of residence, and community involvement before determining whether release on bond is appropriate. The 2025 reinterpretation reversed decades of practice, leading to prolonged detention even for low-risk individuals. Many remained separated from families and jobs despite posing no threat to public safety. With this ruling, that door reopens. Eligible detainees may once again ask a judge to review their case individually rather than face automatic detention. Who stands to benefit? The decision primarily impacts undocumented immigrants who 1. Were arrested by ICE within the United States. 2. Have no disqualifying criminal convictions, and 3. Were previously denied bond hearings under the expanded mandatory detention classification. This includes long-term residents, individuals with U.S. citizen family members, and community contributors who would have qualified for bond consideration under prior interpretations of the law. What the court's order does and does not do. Importantly, this ruling does not guarantee automatic release. It does not erase removal proceedings, nor does it ensure that every bond request will be granted. What it does require is fairness in the process. Immigration judges must now conduct bond hearings for eligible detainees. Individuals may present evidence supporting their release, and immigration attorneys can renew bond requests even if they were previously denied under the no-bond policy. Judges will then assess each case individually, weighing flight risk and public safety concerns before determining whether bond is appropriate. In essence, the decision restores a fundamental procedural safeguard, the right to be heard. That's it for today's video. Please remember to like and subscribe so you don't miss future updates. What do you think about this topic? We'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care.